My name is Johannes Vallivaara, and I'm business advisor. I'm also the voice from the deep rural people, and I'm leading Arctic Smart Rural Community Cluster. Our cluster is quite young. We established this about 1 year ago, and our biggest mission is how we are stopping capital outflow from rural areas. As you can see from that example, that village where are living 156 inhabitants are using energy 6,500,000 euros annually, and the food 370,000 euros, 100,000 euros. And the total incomes are 2.5 million euros. So each year from that small village, eastern part of Lapland, capital is leaking 1 million euro from basic needs what people are needing, energy and food. And they need to get the money somewhere that they can buy those supplies. So that is the biggest problem in rural areas. People can't live there anymore because capital is going to the cities, outside of the regions, outside from the Finland, and eventually outside from the Europe. So we are trying to find solution how to keep these rural areas alive, creating added value to local economies. At the same time, we have entrepreneurial challenge. The vocational school in Lapland context should to educate people whom are seeing the rural areas as a potential place to create new kind of business. Not a business what the father or father's father is saying to you you need to do, but you need to look the area outside from the village, see the potential of bioeconomy. It's not enough that you are working alone in that village. You need some fellows and some kind of value chains. And for that we are creating a model how we are connecting these people and supporting those by using European structural and investment funds, municipalities, research development, that we can create new kind of modern industry chains in rural areas. Our goal in 2025 is 1 billion euros in turnover in small and medium-sized companies. It's quite much, but if comparing it that in the national level, the bioeconomy strategy is promising 40 billion euros on the same time. So I think with the resources what we have in Lapland, we can be an example that we can achieve 2.5% of that goal. Ilari will tell you now more about this model.
Hello. Thank you, Johannes. So this is the approach we have developed. It might look a bit fuzzy at the moment, but we are trying to support our local SMEs through international cooperation model, and then also capacity building through several initiatives, and also public-private partnerships. And that's the basis of the cluster for also the rural development. This is one of the examples our colleagues at the ProAgria is working right now. They are looking each of the communities as a single center for potential bioeconomy and circular economy activities. They are mapping it through energy, food, and several other added value products out of the bioeconomy value chain. Now they are planning investments in 4 different villages, around the size Johannes mentioned earlier. Another potential for us is the very vast natural resources in Arctic environment. We have very, very special growing conditions for several types of berries, and we are not utilizing the value very well at the moment. I think the average price we sell out the berries is somewhere around 2 euros per kilo right now, but we could go higher up in this. And we have few examples. Forest of Lapland is one of them, and they have the product series at the pharmacies, and they're selling different kind of creams out from nature, so natural cosmetics. And what these two wonderful ladies has done, they started a very, very brave work around Sodankylä municipality central kitchen, and now they're using more local food, up to 38% annually. And they are being, they left the bigger procurement chain, so they are now individually making the procurement for any type of grocery and ingredient they need in their kitchen. And that's something which is very valuable for the local use and processing of our food. They also can save some money through the costs of staff costs, and that's why they can pay more for the local producers and the processing. For example, berries, they pay 20% extra for the local pickers, and also the meat, it's €3 more per kilo approximately compared to big industry stakeholders, because they are receiving the meat in the right way packed to the kitchen, and they have changed the kitchen facilities that they can take raw meat and use it, also cook it during the day, which was not possible previously. Then we have a very, very nice high-end product from reindeer. We have 200,000 reindeers in Lapland, and that's about the maximum our nature can take, but you can also refine it a bit further than just a piece of frozen meat. This is initiated by Restaurant Savoy in Helsinki. And what you can make out of these natural ingredients, we have the purest air and cleanest water in Lapland, and out of these, one chef decided to make this kind of bars. He has used nettle, wild blueberry, also called bilberry, and sea buckthorn and other kind of herbs to make these snacks, natural products again. And then, oh, sorry, this doesn't follow here. Yeah, this is the next one. Yeah, and this is also another example of natural product out from Arctic nature, spruce sprouts as a form what you can put on the top of your oatmeal in a breakfast table. Then some other products, and the point being here is that when you grow some herbs instead of wheat, you get more value. For example, the angelica, which is one of the herbs used here, could give you 150,000 euros per hectare, and the regular wheat in the fields we have that right now, it's 500 euros per hectare. And this is also one opportunity around the bioeconomy in Arctic conditions. CLT, cross-laminated timber, we have a center in Kemi, and they are utilizing this around the vocational college, vocational institute, and they produced this last summer, 800 elements of CLT for 1,100 spectators for local football team. Thank you very much.